Qualifier session 1, counting them down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whoosh. I tried to whoosh it up with the logo there.
Oh, yeah. All right. So this is the second appearance of the new qualifying system after it was trial run at Space City last year, and now we're bringing it mainstream with Genesis.
So the key is getting 1 million points. If you get 1 million points, you get a point in the qual system. Now, what my goal is to come up with a better term for the tournament point. My idea last night, shower thought, was a coin. We use hearts for wins in tournament play, so maybe get a coin for 1 million points, and you get 2 coins for 1.1, and more coins as you add those extra 100,000 point plateaus as you keep playing. So as you earn tournament coins, then you have a scoreboard, and a coin is a nice little cool graphic we can add to Nestor's Champs or whatever. So keeps it Nintendo themed. That's my suggestion. Make fun of me in chat if you'd like, but I do like the idea of having a different term, because you're playing for points in your actual game versus tournament points for how you do cumulatively across your hour qual session. But anyhow, we kind of explained it backhandedly. You get a point or a coin for breaking 1 million points for every game, and we count these cumulatively across your hour qual session, and you get bonus points for every extra 100,000 points you get beyond 1 million points. So the idea is to give players incentive to play into level 29 and beyond to level 39. So you get that rollover. You're going to get several more points than you would with just a plain old max out in a vanilla cart in a standard event that we hold. So hopefully that made sense. If it doesn't, I tried.
Yeah, so if you watched DAS yesterday, the threshold where games started to matter was 600,000, which is actually fairly low. It meant that even the top players in games that normally would never be relevant, that is just an early top out forgettable, was actually giving them points. So those 600, 700,000, 800,000s. Now here, a max out is a higher barrier, but the idea is you get rewarded. If you go for a crazy pace, you have an incentive to play it out. So those max outs on 25, 26, you don't just top out, you keep playing. And you can score big in this point system if you can continue that pace all the way up until the kill screen and beyond.
And to keep the coin theme going, if you get like a rollover or like a high point game or high coin game, you could say jackpot.
Yeah.
So I made Zempro actually laugh.
That would be fun, yeah, because there was an element of a jackpot type thing with the DAS qual system where when Fractal implemented it first, if you got a 1.4 with DAS, that was worth 1 million points. Because getting a 1.4, it's so improbable, it will be the world record for DAS. If you get that in the qual, the idea is you just automatically get first seed. So here, the equivalent of that might be like 2 million, 2.2. Yeah, that would be a world record.
Do we have level 39 caps on this for these? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Sharky on top of it, letting me know.
Because otherwise people would just line out to all glitched colors and we'd be here all day.
And you know, I'm happy we get to experiment with these at a live situation.
Yeah.
If we do decide to bring this to the main event, we know how it works here. See, and the other thing is, if you have to explain it for more than half an hour, it's not an effective system. Like, the players might like it, so it's tell us in the chat how you think about it.
Yeah, I think the solution for ease of access might be a little graphic on the screen just in the corner. Same as you have for the points or the speed system in Dr. Mario Broadcast, the little chart in the corner of the speeds. I think a little chart of the points might be helpful, because I was, even as a commentator, trying to remember, okay, a max out and 1.2 is this many points.
Yeah.
We'll eventually learn it if we keep this system, but new viewers, yeah. They might need a chart just to, or a command in chat. I think Wingfryer's put one in there.
Yeah, Wingfryer, get on that.
I think he did put a paragraph, I think, that you can pull up. But yeah.
And this also doesn't mean that regular games or people who don't get a max out aren't going to be ranked. They're going to be ranked by their highest score otherwise. So if you get a 900,000, it is still the traditional system. So really what it is it's a way to separate out the top level players. Instead of just max out count, they're going to get those bonus coins or points for how far they get into 29 and playing into that post second transition.
For sure. For players like us, the qual system is basically exactly the same. We play it just for a high score. For the top players, this is a way specifically to incentivize more 29 play and hyper-aggressive pacing play. And speaking of that, we're going to see potentially some of that in play with our players on screen. We got two players who are quite good, but maybe lesser known, but still have important roles to play in the community. Zempro has been a long-standing attendee of events. The first event I ever saw him at was the infamous Jersey Shore 2023 qualifier, where we had to deal with power outages happening throughout the day. But he was a total rock star at that event, holding down the fort on the stream, doing commentary all day. He's been such a pivotal figure behind the scenes, doing stats, doing scheduling for CTM, doing the tech work at Jonas Cup last year, and he has learned rolling and can throw down max outs too. He just missed the gold bracket of CTWC last year, so perhaps we'll see some redemption for him in this qual. He is fighting through an incredible dig here, getting this open, and gets a dirty triple there and is back down to safety.
Kirby in the bottom right smoothly into level 22 at a 764. So let's make a comparison here. Old qual system, it's an easy ride to a max out. This system, that's only 1 coin, 1 point. So let's play into 1.2, 1.3 territory. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, Kirby, another player, been around for a long time, used to be a tapper. I think his first live event was Waco 2022. That's the first one I remember him at. And he's gone on a big journey to learn rolling. And he made the CTWC gold bracket last year. And so he's another one of those players. I've even started seeing him on the Premier poll ranked in the top 25 players. So another rising star, been around for many years and cracking the top of the scene now. And we'll see what he can do here with this fantastic pace ahead of a max out. So he's looking for those extra points with the 1.1.
Well, first things first, get that single point on the board, then we can start talking about the bonus points. And I will just call them coins for today's session. If it's a stupid name, then we can go back in this video and laugh at it at a later date. So 931, and look at Vince Clemente after his stunning victory as the silver bracket for DAS yesterday, starting out with a strong 701-171.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx Vince here, but this is okay. All right, we'll talk about it. Vince is on max out pace.
See?
And a perfect jinx. Yeah, that was a Now, unfortunately for Vince, this would have been worth 2 points yesterday, but here it's just a normal 700K. But nice score on the board for Vince early on.
Tickets, yeah.
Tickets,
like the old
one.
arcade, the standby. If you get 10 tickets, you can get a pencil.
Or harkens back to the Disney ticket system. 1.2 is an e-ticket or something.
Chat's getting hard into what to call them. They got some good suggestions here, but keep in mind we can't use actual Nintendo characters. Coins are ubiquitous.
All right, so
there's
here
$1 million
we go.
points for Kirby, and we're already near 1-1.
Yeah, so he's going for those extra points now.
And like Sharky mentioned, we do have the level 39 double kill screen, so there is limited time here.
And there it is, the 1.1 for Kirby, and now he's got a lot of runway. And Zempro going for that first max out, trying to take this dig, and it's not going to happen. Close ones for Zempro. Oh my gosh, and Kirby getting that square all the way over to the left to open up the column again. Where will we see the 1.2? He's ready for it.
Gets it.
5,000 points to go. And one more single will do it. And there it is, 1.2.
Now, are there bonus points where you get 2 points? What was that threshold?
I actually don't remember it off the top of my head. Can someone pull up the
12.5
command in chat?
Zempro, that's not your job, bro.
Oh.
Oh my God, what a rock star. 297, 298. It's open in column 5. There's 1-3.
Oh,
Keep
my
going.
goodness.
Please report to your pool.
And he's Tetris ready again. Wow.
Wow, 1-3, 363, 367. And this is what we were going after. In quals, normally this game would be over, but now this is what we're after. We want to see this.
He is being rewarded.
There's 1-4-20. Hey now.
My goodness.
He's open again.
Again,
this is approaching double kill screen. He's at 1-5 is a distinct possibility.
This is the kind of play you used to only see from like Alex T, even just like
Boom.
2 years ago. This is phenomenal.
Okay, he could get 2 more Tetrises here, maybe a rollover.
Yes, he's going for 2. He's set up
There's
for 1. 1 more to go.
One more.
He's got
he
2
can get it. He can get it.
burns.
He's ready. Go!
Oh my goodness! What an incredible game from Kirby there. He gets 8 points for that. 8 points. All right, so it looks like the point system, you get 2 points from every max out, and then every 100,000 after that is an extra point.
Okay.
So that's pretty simple, actually.
So no bonuses.
Okay, the bonus is just
the bonuses
for
were
max
for
out.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But rollover, F's in chat for rollover, because literally that was what you got in the.
That actually makes sense, because the balance is different for DAS versus roll, because roll, you have kind of a marathon keep it going aspect in the 29 phase. For DAS, it's really just about how far can you push that aggression, how crazy can you get.
As we saw with Andy and Dog when getting that level 29 Tetris in that, was it game 2?
Yeah, when Dog got it. And then also Andy lining out that 1.1 with DAS on 29.
Yeah.
One of the only players in the world who could even hope to do that.
So once those scores are entered, you will see them show up. Right now we have NA because it's a Google spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah, the classic NA. I think basically in my experience with spreadsheets, it's the spreadsheet text. You have to wrap every single equation in an if-error statement just in case for stuff like this.
See, Zempro's on it. He's laughing at our jokes. He's nodding at our commentary. He's bringing up the score system. Give him a bonus coin.
Yeah, so we'll give a shout out to Lucy, our new stats sheet extraordinaire who put together the sheets for this event. So oftentimes we have, making the sheets is a very labor-intensive process, and sometimes we have people, change that role because it's a lot of work. So Lucy has really stepped up to build the sheet and make it accommodating for us and our new point system and everything else. So we appreciate the work that she's done. Meanwhile, Arbaro, the 4th person we have up here, he's got a nice game going. He runs a very nice blog called This Week in Tetris. He was the very first person to popularize the box score for Tetris games, which, coming from the baseball world, I really love and appreciate. And we've done our best in a lot of the sheets we're working on to emulate and expand upon the inspiration from Arbaro's box scores. So be sure to check out This Week in Tetris, the blog.
And he is our head ref today, wearing the ref shirt. Little odd to see a player wearing a ref shirt. Not gonna lie, but we're totally on the up and up.
Vince with a death-defying Tetris up at the top. We'll see if he can make this dig happen. Needs a long bar like right now, and it's not gonna happen.
You talked about it this time.
Vince wants a coin. Cool thing I learned about Arbaro yesterday. He is involved in the Esperanto community. Speaker of Esperanto. So if there are any other Esperanto speakers in the Tetris community or chat, Arbaro is one of you guys.
I don't even know how to say hello, so I'll...
Well, the lore I know about is it's a language that was developed over 100 years ago to be as simple as possible, to make it easier for people who want to use a second language as a common language to talk.
It was a beautiful idea in a emerging global economy back in the pre-World War days. And the dream has come true. We do have universal language today, but it's emojis. So I'm not sure if that was really what they wanted, what they envisioned.
That is true. All around the world, I can...
Everybody knows what a poop emoji is.
That's true. Although, actually, I have learned that there are there are some emojis that mean very different things in different cultures. For instance, a normal smiley face among people in China is actually very insulting. It means you're being sarcastic smiley.
It's kind of the thumbs up over here.
Yeah.
The human psyche, man, just what an onion. So into 19, great transition for Arbaro here.
Yeah.
Yesterday he made gold bracket in DAS, 16th seed, got to play against Andy, and he's proud of it, and he should be proud of it. In his game one, he made it all the way to transition without scoring a single Tetris.
Yeah, that is a historic game for many reasons, because usually in circumstances like that, that doesn't mean like he played the worst game of all time, because the worst games of all time are games that just end right away.
Club zero.
Yeah, Club Zero. To have a transition without a Tetris, what it implies is that he was in this crazy dig for a very long time, because nobody intentionally tries to do this.
Right.
And he somehow survived over and over and over again. And there are lots of weird statistical outlier games. We've, again, just done a project of analyzing and cataloging over 35,000 individual games from all the biggest tournaments we've ever had. Nobody has ever done that before. We've never seen that at the highest level.
Because normally you have a terrible game, you're going to top out.
Yeah.
And it was a bad seed. He did point out to me that Andy was in the 400,000 range at transition, which is, for him, very subpar.
Yeah.
So, obviously, not a great seed, and it's perseverance, and that's grittiness that I like in my competitors, no matter what the sport.
Yeah.
If you're into sports, if you're like me, you have that favorite player that's a third string bencher that gets their chance and shines on their one moment when they get to shine, like the emergency goalies in hockey, or the backup quarterbacks, or the third catchers on a baseball team. Just that kind of moments. Like, we love those players if you're hardcore into a sports team. So we love to see it, and it was a fun match to call yesterday, and I'm glad that Arbaro was in good spirits about that run with that particular game. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Right. I do love that about these events, where we don't categorize people by age or identity or nationality. Everybody plays in the same pools under the same rules. Everybody's all together as one. We don't have to have any of those pickly debates that other communities and other sports tend to have, that I have been unfortunately seeing all too often in my comments section lately. And it's like, you guys don't have to bring that here. We don't put people in different tiers like that. Everybody gets to play together as one. And what that means is that we do have moments like where we have our head judge playing, our head spreadsheet and tech supervisor, Zempro, playing, our head CTWC president, Vince Clemente, playing on screen here. And next qual session, you will be playing.
Excellent. I can't wait. Also, a friendly reminder, as we are reaching the 40-minute mark, we are 20 minutes in. We do have a matcherino for both tournaments this weekend, so the current $800 will be spread out amongst players for both the DAS and the Open tournaments. I believe it's a 40-60 split DAS to Open. So if you bring up the link in chat, click on that link. I believe there are some coupon codes still available. And please donate if you'd like. And if you don't donate, no big deal. We still appreciate you being here today. But if there are coupon codes available, you just sign with your existing social media and drop us a quarter.
I am seeing some discussion of the qual format in chat. Evsy bringing up that the current system doesn't seed people. Basically saying it doesn't seed people as well below a max out, because then it's just back to AO1, and instead advocating for something like AO3. What are your thoughts on, like, have you been at regionals where they've done AO3 or something like average of multiple games?
I've seen it, and that's more of a CTM thing. I haven't seen it at a regional. The seeding, the job of the seeding is to give people a chance to play if they put in their money, and then put you in a bracket later, so you're not playing 2 games and going home.
Yeah.
Smash here, it's all double elimination. You enter a tournament and you lose twice. A quarter of the players are gone after 2 games. So we want to give people their money's worth. But I don't know if the seeding results, I think the job is to determine what the ranking of that particular session, and whether it's AO3 or AO1, I don't think the results will be that much different.
Yeah, I think
there's nothing wrong with either way.
I think I have to think about it. It's like the seeding where you want to get it right is at the top. That's where it matters the most. That's where the most stakes are. It's people playing for the highest levels of fame and prestige and prize pool money. When it gets down to below a max out with stuff like at CTWC, usually those are all the people playing in like the bottom tier of silver and bronze. They're there just to have fun and participate. Like, you make it into a bracket, you're playing against some random person, really. You have no idea who you're going to go up against. And the fun is that you just get to play somebody. So I don't know if it necessarily matters as much at that level, as long as we get people, in that have the skill, which I think AO1 still can do at that level.
And it gives you that pop-off moment, too. Like, if somebody's having a miracle run or gets that 1 max out, it means you're trying to diminish the meaning of it. Oh, you need to do 2 more times for it to really count. So,
Yeah, that is the one thing. I was thinking about that yesterday, where, like, if I got a miracle max out in quals, it wouldn't really matter that much, because we'd be like, instead of bumping up above everybody else, it'd just be like couple points or 1 extra point.
Back to the action on screen. Kirby is at level 27, a little slower pace this time, but approaching max out, and there it is, 1 million, 998. My math's off slightly. There's the 1 million points, so there's 2 points more, so that gives him a total of 10. And now it's bonus time, bonus 29 time, and this is the reason we made the change.
Yeah, so he's got the...
And also the time consideration. A game into 29 would only take about 8 minutes or so. Oh, he's going to have to give that up. But
2 points on the board.
And you know what's going to bug me? The ranking on our side there. The 1 rank is centered and the other ranks are justified to the right.
Yeah, that's an easy fix in Sheets.
Sure it is.
Yeah, so again, this is a new sheet. We're working out all the little tiny things you got to fix. What I realized in making sheets is that graphic design is actually a really underrated part of that. I know you've done a lot of stuff with that, with you and Larva and stuff for Dr. Mario, making lots of graphics.
We're talking sheet here on CT1.
I actually learned about the bordering thing you can do on sheets from the DRMC 2023 sheet. It has that really nice, like, double red line border.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, and Zempro trying to fight through here. You can see the emotion on his face.
Come on.
What a dig. What a hero.
Nice
what a burn.
Play, standing that up.
Nice. And he'd love to get this clean because he is in range of a max out here if he can get this under control. He'd love to have 2 points on the board here. Oh, will he get the right piece?
Come on. Get it.
Oh,
Let's go.
Goodness.
Dirty Tetris Zempro.
It's about as dirty as you can get. And that's crucial because you love getting Tetrises in a down stack because it helps keep your pace.
That is a Portland, Oregon Tetris if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, about as high as you can get. Oh my goodness.
Come on, come on.
Oh my goodness, he's going to need a long bar for the left. Oh! And Arbaro fighting. Can he get the skim? It's not going to be in the cards. All right. We're going to do commentator curse on Vince again. He's on another fantastic pace.
Nope. Well, okay, you did it this time.
All right. Well, he didn't miss drop right away yet.
I'm trying.
All right. Vince is going for his first points, tickets, cash.
His first max out in quals, I would believe. Well, he hasn't had a max out in quite a long time, so.
Yeah, first max out in quals.
Now it's definitely not going to happen.
So for a max out, you're typically shooting for 800K by 26. So he's having to burn a lot here, so it's going to be tough. And there's Tetris, that's big. Yeah, he'd have to go all out if he was trying to get a max out here. He could just play it safe, go for like a mid 800s. Would still be a great score. Yeah, kind of when you're a DAS player, you have to play well and just hope you get the long bar timing so you don't have to burn like that. Oh, and
standing L for Vince.
He's going to get one last Tetris there. This is unrecoverable, but very nice score, 768 from Vince.
Did that push him up?
It did, yeah.
Good.
Got him up 67,000.
The meta also is going to change here in the end game. So we were talking about this yesterday, but it's going to probably be even more of an effect with our open players. If you are in a big run with time running out, do you quit your game where you're at and start a new game to get even more points? So let's say you got 1,000,000 points, you're in the 29, and you got 30 seconds left on the clock. Do you just cash in that particular game and then start a new game to get another potential 8 to 10 points if you get that miracle last game? That's a interesting proposition there.
For the top players, yeah, absolutely. What we saw yesterday was players like Fractal or Mr. Genesis, Andy Dog, they were timing their last game, trying to make sure they could at least get to the 600K threshold. Because at that point, you're getting points. And so anything you can get after that is gravy. If you have a last game that can't make it to that first threshold of points, then you want to throw it out. So at these players, the ones who can get max outs like Kirby and Zempro up here are going to be looking for, when we get down to the 8-minute range, they'll be like, all right, can I squeeze in a max out? And then I'll make a decision whether I want to go for it. Because the max out is worth 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to give you bonus if you get 2 of those games in there.
Just a lot of new things to think about, and there's a lot of fun discussions to have here and in chat, and that's what I like about doing quals. You don't necessarily have to talk. There's no versus drama, so you kind of talk about game theory and talk about Esperanto and cursing Vince's board, that kind of stuff. I'm going to run and get my bell real quick because that was a shame I didn't have it for Kirby. So give me about 50 seconds here.
Zempro up at the top. Where's the long bar? No! He was playing real aggressive there. Had a nice pace. And FZ suggesting in chat that we have we do the point system by decimal places. Every 10,000 points is 0.1 points past a max out. That would be interesting. It would basically mean that it would change the psychology of it for sure, because then it would be just like survive as long as you can. It doesn't really matter because you hit 10,000 point barriers constantly. I realized that when I was playing DAS of it really, really matters hitting that 100,000. It feels like if you top out at 90,000 points on the 100,000 mark, it feels like a failure of a game because you just missed out on an extra point.
Let's take it to the next level. Let's get down to micro points, and press down points matter.
Or we can just go all the way and literally count everybody's points. Exactly how it is.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting. We should do that once, just to see every point count.
That would be fascinating.
Yeah,
actually, every single game,
accumulation of every point that you get. because then you definitely don't top out early.
That would be the one time it would actually make sense for someone of like my skill level to maybe do 19 starts, because then you just go aggro. You would just be submitting constant like 100K games on 19.
If you watched last weekend, Ninja qualified on level 17, and he was 8,000 points shy of a max out. And had he started on 18, he would have got that 8% premium of points and would have had 1 million points. But he didn't want to be. He went with your meta and wanted to be alerted with the transition coming up with the color change, and it cost him.
Yeah.
And even after that happened, he still started on 17. So sometimes habits are more important than the theory behind them.
Sometimes players just have their thing that makes them quirky. And they own it as their, I agree, Jadestone. Yeah, it would be a pain for the scorekeepers. All
right, Kirby here, and we've passed the 30-minute mark. We're down to 29 minutes and 5 seconds in this qual session number 1 of 3. He does hang the square, so it's going to be a build-up to get there.
Zempro fighting at the top. Got that tuck in. Where's the bar? He's trying to get this upper decker Vitz. It's not coming.
Come on.
Oh, no flap on a piece.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, what does upper decker mean? In
No. Don't answer that. All right, Arbaro with a 400,000 plus transition. So again, with Genesis rules, we kind of have lighter qual sessions early than the number 3 qual session scheduled around 12:30. I don't have the top of my head. Maybe a little later than that, probably 1 o'clock Pacific time. That's going to be our heavy hitters. But stay tuned all day. We're going to be here probably till about 10 o'clock or so with bracket play. We got quite the lineup here. This is kind of our happy VD Day. I mean Valentine's Day.
We also got an old legend of the scene, Moodus, the creator of CTL, in chat, saying ultimately won't make any difference who the top
look
seeds
at this
are.
997 for Kirby.
Oh my gosh, Kirby.
Oh
man,
that's a double away.
Yeah, and the weird thing is in this new system that doesn't even count as a kicker anymore.
Nope.
The kicker is your highest score. Moodus, are you going to go to the Australia Regional this year?
Time is flying by here. We're out on the floor in Genesis. You see all the hubbub, all the smashing going on. Street Fighter 6, DDR tournaments.
Oh yeah, and for King in the chat. Yeah, I just didn't know about your slide. Sorry about that. I appreciate the slide being there. And thank you, Zempro, for pulling it up mid-tourney.
Somebody is vigorously moving up and down the spreadsheet with their cell indicator, as you can see on the right.
Fractal is having fun, I think, or Sharky.
What's this Taiko game that he plays furiously on his keyboard?
Yeah.
He's kind of doing that in Google Docs.
He was giving me the rundown of the lore of that game yesterday. Something about our Tetris players and rhythm games. My goodness, this dig from Kirby. Oh, and flew too close to the sun. Zempro in the same kind of dig. Oh my gosh! He gets out of that
what
one.
two double dirty Tetrises for Zempro.
Now, this is the kind of
Showers his board.
nonsense shenanigans you would never see in the old days. Of like, fascinating thing we've learned from stats, recording it over the years, is that people's percentages of getting to 19, like their 19 transition rate, it went up steadily for many years. And then when rolling came around, it stopped. Because now people do all sorts of shenanigans like that all the time, and it maintains the percentage of times they top out early.
Interesting.
It has not actually improved their consistency. It's improved their scoring. But there are still just as many early 18 top outs as there were in the tapping era, the height of that.
All right, so now take player age and chart that over those consistencies, because I wonder if that's a youth thing to be that extra aggressive, especially at 18.
Yeah, aggressive and fearless. Yeah, because we've definitely seen that with Zrobot. Like Zro's stats, he has very, very high scoring potential. You know, not only youngest person to get a max out, he's the youngest person to get a 1.7, which many top rollers don't even have that. There's not many people that get that high. He does top out early quite a bit, so it's kind of like feast or famine with his play style.
But how else are you going to get your own hat?
Exactly. And sometimes that feast pays off when he destroyed the multiple time European champion Svavar at Jonas Cup.
He literally made Svavar move back to Europe.
Is Svavar back in Europe now?
He's in the process of moving back, or has moved back. Unfortunately, it was nice that he was here for a few years.
Yeah, he was telling me about it. It's just too many 8-hour flights to go back and forth to see his family and friends. Vince here fighting for survival. Oh no, missed long bar shift. Probably going to be it. Gets one last line. Kirby fighting up at the top. And gets that long bar over.
Kirby had that fire game one, but since then he's only scored 2 more coins.
Yeah.
We are down to 22 minutes left. So open action today, and then tomorrow we have the debut of Dr. Mario at Genesis.
So we've seen Zempro now switch to the 19 starts. We do have 21 minutes remaining in our qual session, so it is starting to get crunch time for players who do not have a score yet that they want. Presumably Zempro is going to want a max or 2 here if he can get it. And Vince and Arbaro, I think Vince has got a score he'll be proud of if this is the best one he can get, but I know he's shooting for better. We know he can get better. So he's got a nice game going. And Zempro, oh no, 22-piece drought. Ends that early. We got a suggestion from Larva in the chat saying, what about calling them credits?
Same as coins, like idea, because insert credits, insert coins.
Sharky with a suggestion. So then now when players don't hit the max, we call them debts. Reminds me of the new the new play scoring system that Fractal developed for Boston this year that you were at, Bidwell. What did you think of that format?
I enjoyed the corporate speak. That was a little office spacey. That was fun. I unfortunately didn't see it for the finals when it really the negative points really came into play more, and then there was an equilibrium past 29 where they were. Any points they were losing from over-rolling were being overcome by the single line. So that was definitely fun, and I'm glad that we have the opportunity to play around with formats and aren't stuck in doing the same old thing every place we go on tour. And I won't give away a secret identity, but that Fractal guy is pretty funny sometimes. Vince did that on his own. I did not jinx that one. So, oh, that's right, Zempro. I was going to say, that's a low transition. That's right, Zempro started at 19. Chat's still loving Mr. Genesis from yesterday, somehow making his debut at Genesis despite having multiple medals.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Dr. Disrespect, if you're familiar with that character.
Yes, yeah.
Self-proclaimed two-time Blockbuster world champion, but I know the actual Blockbuster world champion, and it's not Dr. Disrespect.
This is just all about the aura. I got to walk in with the sunglasses.
It's all personas and... Now, what I'm expecting for next year is Dr. Genesis powering up with Dr. 32X.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Jade Stone asking, will Mr. Genesis compete in Dr. Mario? I don't know. I think I saw somebody named Alex T playing in Dr. Mario last week. They looked kind of similar to Mr. Genesis. They might have been wearing the wrong name badge.
Yep. So the gamble for the 19 start is paid off for Zempro to start because he is at 521.
There's the Vits.
At 105 lines. But...
Oh, this is tough. He's going to need to get some pieces to get out of this. Oh, no.
It did until it didn't.
Yeah.
Is that a Kurt Cobain sweater? It's the same color. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's talk about Kurt Cobain's unplugged sweater.
Yeah.
Down to 16 minutes. Dirty Tetris set up for Kirby. Passes it up, obviously. And I think when we do evaluate these qual results, I do want to know how different these results would be compared to the old system. Now in DAS, the difference won't be as much because there weren't many people going much beyond the 1.1. But the open results are probably going to have a bit more difference.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too much of a shift in like drastic rankings, other than like tappers and DAS players are just going to be even more nerfed, but that's fine. DAS players have their own events now.
Right.
And tappers, I think There's a tap Masters once a year, and most people try to move away from that play style because it's brutal on the hands. But overall for rollers, I think a lot of it is just overall satisfaction of play. It's brutal when every game counts and every missed max out is brutal. But here you can make it up with a good game. Like Kirby's trying to do here, get another max out on the board. Crazy, crazy dig. Oh no. Such a struggle there at the end. Okay, so players have got about 14 more minutes to get their final game started.
We will mention the Matcherino again. Currently $800. Our goal is for $2,000 today, because then we can pay our top 8 players in both tournaments that way. When we hit the $1,000 threshold, we'll be able to play our top 4 in both tournaments. So we're getting close to 1,000. I think we'll beat that easily. But the 2,000 goal, I think that's a realistic goal for today. And we are going to see some fireworks later on when we get to bracket play. So hopefully those hype matches will push up that total and get some of our players some of their costs covered to make the trip out here for President's Day weekend / Valentine's Day / Friday the 13th. A lot going on this weekend.
Yeah, I loved in Zro's video ahead of time for this event, talking about his experience last year at Genesis. He did a little Jason Voorhees face when mentioning Friday the 13th. like
Zro knows who Jason Voorhees is. You know, that's...
I would be if Zro has watched those movies, that is a.
You know what though? I'd be more shocked if you were watching those movies.
I had a friend in college who was really
Arbaro with 765, getting a
nice game for him.
Getting near kill screen level 27.
I had a friend in college whose favorite film series was Friday the 13th. He had me watch all 12 of them.
Oh no!
All the way up to the one where he goes to space.
I know where you went to school, and that's the picture I don't see at your school. So that's fun to know.
Yeah.
540 for Zempro. Again with the 19 starts. So yeah, about the same pace as you would have got at a good 18 game. But now we're down about 12 minutes, so we're getting to that point where you have your go, no-go zone. And again, if you're new to this qual or any of our qual formats, when the clock strikes 0, you can finish the game you're playing. So there's normal Tetris carts, there's about 12-second startup time, whether you hard reset the console or AB select start, soft reset the console. I believe that's turned off for today, so you can get a quicker restart. But when you're getting down to those last 30 seconds, qual mode is on. Changed up everything, so thanks to Sharky being on that. So there's going to be about a 12-second difference to get that last game started. Ooh. Kirby hanging the L or hanging the I and then getting the next I over in time. All right, Zempro 686, so that's the game to look at right now. Although Vince, I'll call it Vince, he's at 528. He's looking good. He's awake in the morning.
Yeah, we'll see if Vince can get an 800K here. It's the next barrier he has to shoot for. So yeah, Zempro here trying to get some points on the board. Really nice clean stack. Plenty of time. Just trying to play this safe and smart. Gets the Tetris 800K by 24. He's about 2 levels ahead of pace. So he could even get more than a max out for points. He, of course, just wants to lock down the max out first. But he'll try and play as clean as possible to keep his options open for sure.
All right, Zempro, 871. This is looking good.
Yeah, fantastic game by Zempro. He's Getting all the right pieces and making all the right moves. No misdrops. Textbook stacking. Needs something for left now. Gets the right piece. Gets it all the way over. Tetris ready. Where's the bar? Gets it. Yeah, took an emergency hole in the stack. Fixes it. Great. Vince up top, going all in on a Tetris. Oh, it has to block the well.
Come on, give Zemp the line. Come on. All right, one away.
Amazing dig for Vince up top, too, at the same time. Oh, my goodness. Zempro needs to get this clean. Maybe he'll set up ultra dirty here.
87.
990.
Come on, 10,000 away.
And he
1
gets
million,
it.
let's go.
1 million, and he has time to go for more. Can he get a long bar? Oh, and that's going to be it. But
Points.
2 points, 2 cash, 2 coins, 2 some copyrighted
Credits.
character's name. He's on the board. He's on the sheet.
2 larvas.
2 larvas. You got 859, so yeah, I mean, it's right. It's very borderline. Yeah, so players have enough time for one more full game. What's up?
I think we should call them bidwells.
Bidwells. Yeah, because every time you get a bidwell rings the bid bell. So Kirby now, again, going for more points. He still does not have another max out on the board after that 1.6.
That was, well, he had the 1, so he has 10 points. He had 8 points from that original, but it has kind of been a hot start and a slow simmer since. But this is looking good at 699.
Yeah. And that's where the balance of like high aggressive potential and having like that one good game balances out with somebody who's consistent, because Kirby could have gotten 5 max outs and still gotten the same amount of points. And there is value in that as a competitor, getting consistent scores. And there's also value in getting super high scores sometimes, because sometimes that's what you need to beat the top players. So I think there's a good element of balance in play.
I mean, and there is something to be said about simplicity too. If you're familiar with the NASCAR scoring system, you're a liar because you're not. And to explain that would take an entire hour and a textbook. And we definitely don't want to have mission creep take us to a point where it's impossible to explain.
No, I remember the first year I went to the DRMC and was interviewing everybody about the Dr. Mario point system.
They didn't get it. And ours it's 2 sentences, but it still makes no sense.
All right, so Kirby is going to need kill screen play for this max out here, but he's going to try and get these final 2 Tetrises to make it as easy as possible for himself. Has 2 lines to burn.
When Arbaro's done, we'll ask him what points is in Esperanto. Maybe we'll use that.
Oh, he just said it, but I couldn't hear it. All right, so Kirby needs a Tetris and change.
992.
Triple would do it.
There it is. Boom, let's go. 2 more on the bank.
And plenty of time for more.
And about 6 minutes on the clock, so another game will get started at least. And with the Tetris is worth pushing 40,000 points at this point, there's 1.1. What I love about 29 play is it goes back to basics. You keep it nice and low. You get your Tetris when you can. You keep burning lines, and this is perfect play here, 29 for Kirby.
This is what we always dreamed about one day. People playing 29 like they used to play 19. Kirby's doing it right now. Got the 1.2.
There's 1.2. Keep him going. That's 4 points.
Oh, that's going to be tough. It's possible to get a line piece over. He gets it. Perfectly played there. He took all his available burns to make it as easy as possible, even when it was that difficult.
Come on. Oh, that could be it.
But still, 4 points on the board for Kirby. Another great game.
So we are under 5 minutes.
So Zempro now, he does have 2 points on the board, but he's looking for more with this game. He's doesn't quite have enough time to finish this out and get a max before the 4 minutes are up. So
you're going to get one more good scoring opportunity here. You can always restart, but you're not going to get a million points and restart and get another game in after that.
Yeah. And Arbaro and Vince are very, very close in rankings, only 3,000 points apart. So they might be jockeying for that seed position, because you never know what the cutoff's going to be when the bracket's this big, 16 players. They could be on the border, on the bubble. Those 3,000 points might be the difference between Vince making the gold bracket and not. So you always want to fight for that final score, that final position.
And it's kind of... this is a major, so it's more than a typical regional. So we do have the 16 players. I don't know what the total is today, but I don't think there's 32. So it's more than half the players are going to make gold today.
Yeah.
So everybody's gearing up for the big countdown here.
Yeah, we got just under 3 minutes to go. Nice dirty Tetris by Zempro there. This is tight. Oh my gosh, so many long bar dependencies. He fills the one in the center. What a crazy skim. And he gets it.
You know, I said it before, but for such a simple game, you wouldn't think that Tetris can showcase your personality. And Zempro's proving this.
Yeah, Zempro is...
Under the hood, that man has got some thoughts about things, and you can tell by the way he stacks. "90 seconds. And as pointed out to us, we are in a qual mode, which means if you want to restart your game, it takes about 12 seconds. So if your game is trash, restart it now. So Vince with a 3:45, so I would say this is a pretty good pace here. Kirby with a 4:28 through 90 lines, so this has some mid 500 potential transition. Ooh, Zempro's like...
All right, 30 seconds. So it's now or never for resetting your game. Kirby is on a decent pace before this dig, so he may keep this one, he may not. Kind of maybe dependent on, if he doesn't get a long bar here. He does. So, but he's running out of time to reset this. So I think he's
10
committing.
seconds. This is it. You're committed at this point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More games. Make it a good one.
We got our best wing fryer impersonator over here on the side.
Grand Fryer.
Grand fryer.
So Kirby with a good pace and Vince with a good pace. And Arbaro is going to be our first top-out victim, 105, but good run today. That possibly might get him in gold here. We will see after 2 more qual sessions. But watch out silver bracket if he's top seed over there.
And Vince on a very nice pace here is going to get his 500K before transition with another Tetris. Pieces being prickly in the middle of a bit of a drought. 20-piece drought, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35. Right before transition, too. Oh, no, and the mischief with the DAS. But he gets another Tetris out of it, so he's alive for now. Vince needs something for the left. Oh, and he doesn't have dash loaded for that long bar, and that's going to be it.
GG's Vincent Clemente.
Finishes at the number 3 seed for the first qual session. And now there's a battle for the first seed. If Zempro gets a 1.9, I think he'll get first seed. All right, so that's what you got to shoot for, Zemp. He's got this.
Center well for level 39.
Oh, he's actually on a fantastic pace. 299 through 56 lines is crazy. Oh, and the double tuck. All right, the 1.9 grind begins now. All right, so Kirby trying to cash in some final points here to get in position.
And his Tetris game looks good, too. Got the jersey on. Vitz set up.
Indeed, there it is.
Clean up into a Vitz, which is a nice touch.
So yeah, Zempro at 414,000 through 77 lines. Back in the days of Jonas, he would have a horn that he would blow every time he hit 500,000 before 100 lines, or by 100 lines. So we'll see if Zempro can get the pace horn pace here. Oh no, and that's going to result in a couple burns.
All right, 1,000,000 points for Kirby.
Nice for 27. Nice and early max, so he's going to have plenty of times to maximize.
That's point number 15. We can start counting in increments here.
Oh, the pace horn pace dream is just barely alive. Zempro will need these final 2 Tetrises. He gets 1.
Before 100.
Before 100 lines. There it is. He's got it set up. Where's the long bar?
1.1 for Kirby. That's 16 points.
It's the pace horn pace for Zempro. And Kirby just going nuts here.
Here it is.
This is the high level play you can expect from players nowadays.
Oh, it's going to be tough on the left. Just gets it.
That is insane.
Into 1.2. That is 17 points.
That was unbelievably clutch by Kirby. That is so difficult getting the timing there on the long bar to the left. And he does it again. And opens it up, and he is still in business.
Gonna go left well here.
Center well set up.
Dependent. Oh.
Oh, and whiffs on 2 long bars, but he's set up. If he gets another one, gets it.
One
Oh
away
my
from a
goodness.
1-3. We get tough.
Can he survive long enough? It's barely possible. Oh, but great final game there. And Zempro with a mid 600K transition. He's going to be one off, almost one off of a 700K, 676 transition.
So 17 points for Kirby. So that 1.9 we asked for earlier, now you have to break 2 million by several degrees.
Yeah, he'll need that, 1 million points for the 2.2. Now, realistically, Zempro's going here for just cashing in the max. Get that first, and then worry about what's coming afterwards later. He's almost certainly guaranteed a spot in gold, so this is just about getting that final jockeying position now. If he can get a good game and some more points, it'll help solidify him getting a favorable first-round opponent that he could potentially beat, rather than having to face the Dogs, the Andys, the Fractals, or the Mr. Genesises, or the two-time world champ.
Good morning, Genesis attendees. Cosplay contest is at 5 p.m. at Stage 0, where the panels are in Genesis Academy. Be there, be square, and cosplayers. If you'd like to sign up, head to the cosplay contest sign up. So right in front of Stage 0 before.
Thank you very much for Cody Bolin saying,
Here we go.
donating 5 for every 600K transition during quals, 10 for 650K, and 20 for 700K. Good luck to the
Ooh.
players.
It's a nice little challenge.
And Zempro's fighting here, just trying to cash in the max out. It's not going to be a Tetris there, just trying to get in position, maybe a dirty Tetris. And yep, he's going for it.
Give it.
Where's
Give
the
it.
bar?
Come on.
Uh-oh. Nice skim, still open, but holes are building. Oh, he gets
There
the
it is.
Tetris, but it was a very costly Tetris, as now he has to do a lot of cleanup.
We're 3 away, so there's 25 lines.
He is in no position to Tetris right now, though. He might have to go dirty here at the end or clean this up as fast as possible. Oh, no. And these are just not the right pieces. Okay. All right, there's a triple. Running out of time, though. Just the holes. 16, 17-piece drought. Oh, man. That was rough. But still, 2 points on the board and a max out for Zempro. He got on our new system.
Well, it has been a pleasure, Mr. Scout, and we're going to be calling here soon, and we're going to bring in our next group of qualifiers in probably about 5 to 10 minutes, I'd imagine. Thank you all for tuning in as our producer. Oh, hey, look at us.
Yep, it's an honor, as always, commentating with you, Bidwell. We appreciate all the work you do for these events. I think you might have gone to more of these than just about anybody.
Ninja's catching up.
But yeah, we have a fantastic lineup of players for you to watch here on CT1 coming up in just a few minutes. And if you want to watch both of us do our best to qual, we'll be on CT2 shortly.
All the coins to me.
I love calls. It's so much more fun to just talk about. I don't care if it's nice or not.
Alternator looking for Baba Ganoush, Epsilon, Nomad, Bird Bus Driver. Alternator looking for Baba Ganoush, Epsilon, Nomad, Bird Bus Driver.
GG's. Congrats, son. GG's on the ball. What do you want to say? I guess it is some, yeah. You want some?